Hello students, this is Sudeep Yadav from Spectrum Chemistry. And students, if you're first time visiting to my channel, so please like and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get a best explanation of NCERT book class 7th subject science. And students, if you're watching this video, so please go to my playlist and watch the previous two parts of this chapter to create a better understanding for this chapter. And in these videos, we have discussed about the weather and the climate. And in this video, we are going to discuss about the climate and adaptation. So let's start students today's video. So let's see climate and adaptation. The climate of the place can affect the living organisms of that area. The animals living in a particular region adapt themselves so that they can survive the weather conditions of that place. The features and habits of the animals start to change as per the climate of the place. So this is the adaptation. Okay. Now polar region. What is the polar region? So let's see students. This white spot which you can see in this given figure, that is existing nearby Alaska, Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden and Finland. These all are the countries which are existing just nearby to the polar region. Now let's see what is the polar region and where it is existing. The area of the earth that surrounds the North Pole and the South Pole is called the polar region. Okay. The climate of the polar region is extremely cold throughout the year and receives a heavy snowfall. Okay. The sun does not rise for the 6 months of the year in the polar region, and then it stays up for the next 6 months. So you can see here students, here is a very drastic conditions. Okay. Now the temperature in the polar region can be as low as minus 37 degrees Celsius. So it's a very critical condition. Okay. Most common animals found in these regions are polar bears and the penguins. And some other animals also be existing here, that can be found in the polar areas are fishes, birds, oxen, musk, reindeers, fox, whales and the seals. So these all are the animals which you can found in this polar region. They have adapted themselves so that they can survive easily in these places. So let's see students, here in this figure you can see these all are the animals which you can found in this place, that is the polar region. Okay. Now adaptation in polar bear. So let's see students, what are the adaptive features which are existing, which are carrying by the polar bear to survive in these critical conditions. So polar bear is a large and white bear that lives in the North Pole region of the earth. The polar bear mainly feeds on the fishes and shell and can survive in the extremely cold climate of the polar region due to the following adaptations. So these all are the adaptive features which you can found in the polar bear. Now first, the white fur of the polar bear makes it easier for them to hide in the snow and therefore save them from the predators. So this was the very important feature for the polar bear. In the same way, it makes it easier for them to catch their prey. And next one, the polar bears have 2 layers of the thick fur on them so that they can survive extremely cold conditions. The polar bears move slowly and rest a lot so that can they they do not get overheated because of their thick fur. Now, the polar bears often swim on warm days to keep themselves cool. The paws of the polar bear are large and wide so that it can swim as well as walk easily in the snow. Okay, the polar bear can swim underwaters as well because it can keep its nostrils closed for a long time. So this is another adaptive feature that is very helpful for the polar bear. The strong sense of a smell of a polar bear makes it possible to locate its prey during such harsh weather. So here we have read a number of the adaptive features which are varying by the polar bear, and here you can see some adaptive features also we mentioned here, that is its predator and the prey are unable to see it. Why? Due to the white fur. The white fur is not easily visible in the snowy white background. Okay, now next one, it has a very strong sense of smell. So how this sense smell is helping to polar bear? That is, it helps the polar bear to locate and catch its prey. Okay, now next one, it has two thick layers of the fur, and how this two thick layer of the fur is helping to the polar bear. These keep it warm in the cold weather. Okay, now next one, it has a long curved and the sharp claws, and how these claws are helping to the polar bear in this critical condition. These help to it to walk on ice. Okay, now next one, it has a layer of the fat under its skin. So this layer of the fat, how it's helping to survive in this critical condition. So the fat insulates its body from cold and keeps it warm. Okay, so these all are the adaptive features which we can get in the polar bear. Okay, and how these all adaptive features helping to the polar bear to survive in this climatic condition, in this critical condition, we have learned it. Okay, now next, adaptation in penguins. This is the another important animal which we are finding in the polar region, that is penguin. So another well-known animal living in the polar region is the penguin, which can survive due to the following adaptations. Number first, these are black and white in color, which merge well with the white background of ice and snow. They have thick skin and thick layer of the fat below their skin, which protects them from the extreme cold. They possess a streamlined body, flipper-like wings, and webbed feet, which make it a good swimmer. This adaptation helps to penguin to catch fish as prey. They live together in a large numbers and huddle together to keep themselves warm. So these all are the adaptive features which we can found in the penguin. And let's see in this figure, students, these all are the adaptive features and how these adaptive features helping to the penguin to survive in these critical conditions. Let's see, students. Number first, water. In the water they can move. Okay, and which thing is responsible to easy movement inside the water? That is the streamlined body. Okay, streamlined body and waterproof feather. So these both are the important features which are the part of the penguin. Okay, and how they are helping to penguin in surviving in this critical condition, that is help to reduce the resistance. Okay, if we talk about this streamlined body, help to reduce the resistance. And second one, waterproof feather. How the waterproof feather is helping to the penguin to survive in this critical condition, that is to swim faster in the water. Okay, now next, heavy solid bones, means penguin having the heavy solid bones. Okay, so how heavy solid bones helping to the penguin, that is dive more easily. They can dive easily inside the water. Okay, now next, a pair of the wings. How the pair of the wings is are helping to the penguin, that is propel forward in the water. Okay, so these all are the adaptive features, and how they are helping to the penguin in this critical condition to surviving, in the help to survive. Okay, we have discussed about it. Now next, warmth. How they are warm their body. Okay, a layer of a overlapping feather coated with oil. Okay, this is the very important adaptive feature. Okay, now make pockets of air underneath their feathers. Okay, and which holds the heat. Okay, as we know that the feather or the hairs, okay, both having tendency to trap the air in between the hairs, okay, or the feather, which is a very poor conductor of the heat. Okay, so they can resist, they can save their energy, they can save their heat, okay, inside the body. Okay, so that is the another very important feature which we are finding in the penguin. Okay, now next, breath. Have special blood and the muscle tissues. Okay, penguin having a special kind of the blood and the muscles tissues. Okay, and how it is helping to the penguin, increasing the move oxygen. Okay, it will increase the movement of the oxygen. And what is the purpose of this movement of the oxygen? For during an underwater dive. Okay, when they will dive in the underwater, so this will be help to the penguin. Okay, so this is the another adaptive feature. Okay, now next, diet. What is the diet? Okay, krill, squids and the fishes, they are feeding on these animals. Okay, in these organisms. Okay, that is the aquatic organisms. Now next, protection. How they are protecting their body. Okay, so which kind of the specific thing, that is move in the group. How they are protecting to themselves. Okay, itself. So move in the group. If they are moving in the group, so it is also very useful for the protection. Okay, now next, guard around the eggs, as well as swimming zigzag through the water. Okay, so these all are the very important features which we are finding in the penguin, and these all adaptive features helping to the penguin to to survive in this kind of the critical conditions. Okay, so here we have discussed about the two animals, number first bear and second one is the penguin. So I hope students you must have enjoyed this video. So thank you